Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel if you are new around here. Welcome back if you're one of those lovely people who is here all the time. I'm very glad to be back with a microphone. So I know that some of you said that you like a voiceover, but I much prefer being here with the microphone when I'm there with you. I'm feeling the burn with you, feeling the stretch with you. We're having fun in the moment together. So yay for having a microphone again. This is going to be a challenging, fun, funky, creative Vinyasa flow class with a focus on a bit of knee mobility, giving you some bulletproof knees. So we do a lot of classes on hip mobility, and this will probably get the hips involved as well, but yeah, giving the knees some attention. I think there's a bit of a perception in the yoga world. We feel like if we're in a lunge and our knee goes past our ankle that like our leg is going to fall off, but often something that is the best thing for our knees and our hips is to be able to engage them in end range of motion. So that's what we're doing today. However, if it hurts, don't do it. That's the number one rule. If your knees feel sensitive, if anything starts to feel funny or icky, then back out of it. If you've got blocks, they might come in useful as well. I won't cue them directly, but it's always useful to have them nearby. They can just fill the space between your body and the earth anytime the floor feels a little bit far away, whether that's sitting on them, putting your hands on them. So if you think they might be handy, then grab yourself some blocks. Otherwise, we will be starting today in a Virasana hero pose. So bring the knees to touch, bring the heels a little wider than the hips so that you can sit down in between the heels. And already this might feel like a lot on the knees. If it does, sit yourself up on a block, give yourself a little bit more space, a bit more height. Take a moment to check in here with the alignment of the spine. Find one tall line all the way from the crown of the head to the heart to the hips. Feel the sit bones grounding you into the earth. Then think about lifting the ribs up and away from the hips, finding some length through the sides of the waist. Then think of the shoulders softening down towards the floor, finding space between the ears and the shoulders. And the crown of the head lifting you up towards the ceiling. So hips and shoulders grounding down, ribs and head lifting up. Finding lift, length, space, engagement. Maybe a little engagement through the core here, drawing the belly button in ever so slightly to help you engage through the abdominals. That'll help you to maintain your upright posture. Notice the sense of spaciousness across the chest. Can you broaden through the collarbones? Notice the length through the neck. Find equal length through the front and the back of the neck. Maybe tuck the chin into the chest ever so slightly. That'll help you find length through the back of the neck. And here, take a moment to check in. How are the legs, the knees, the hips feeling already? So if you notice right now that you're already feeling a lot of sensations through the knees, that's your sign that maybe through this class some things might be a little bit too much for your knees and you might need to modify. So setting that intention now to connect to your body throughout this class. Maintain that connection to whatever you're feeling. Make any adjustments as necessary. It might feel challenging at times, it might feel intense, but never ever want to be in pain. Yoga is not about being in pain. Connect to your breath here. Breathing in and out through the nose if you're not doing so already. And we created space in the torso by lifting the ribs, grounding the hips, moving the shoulders. Now let's fill that space that we've created with the breath. Filling every last corner with breath. Top to bottom, left to right, front to back. Create even more expansion with every inhale. And again, throughout this class, the breath can be your guide, using not only the feelings in the body, but also whatever's happening with the breath to let you know whether you've gone too far, if you need to take a break, back out of things, have a rest. Keep that connection as much as you can. So I might be your teacher today, but I'm definitely not your number one teacher. I'm number 3. Number 1 is your body. Number 2 is your breath. Let them be the priority. Let them guide you throughout this class. Just a few more breaths here before we begin to move. If the hands are on the legs, bring the palms to touch at the heart. Lean slightly into the left hip so you can unravel the right leg. Swing it around in front of you. Flex the foot, point the toes up to the ceiling. Then swing the left leg around in front of you as well. Now bring the right leg back into your half hero. Bring the left leg back into your half hero. Right leg forward, left leg forward, right leg back, left leg back. Let's switch directions. So left forward, left back, right back. One more. Left forward, left back, right back. Now keep the left leg as it is. Once again, swing the right leg forward. Keep that leg nice and active. Take a big breath in. Reach both arms up. Breathe out, reach forwards, and then fold down over the right leg. Inhale, lift the chest up, come onto fingertips. Exhale, bend the elbows, fold back down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften. Last big breath in to lift. Big breath out to lower. This time, inhale, lift up. Slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. Plant the sole of the right foot on the floor, bend the knee. Bring the hands to interlace around the right knee. Use that grip to help you draw the shoulders back and lift the chest up even higher. Then keep the grip on the right knee, lift the foot off the floor, start to roll your way down onto your back. Keep the left leg in Vinyasa as you pull the right knee into the chest, ground the left knee down into the floor. This might be a big stretch through the left quad, so breathe into it. Maybe take some circles here through the right ankle in one direction, then the other direction. Make sure you're not holding on to unnecessary tension through the upper body. Can you soften the jaw, the neck, the shoulders? Keep hold of the right leg. Unravel the left leg, left ankle over the right knee, supine pigeon, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Use the hands to pull the right leg towards you and use the left elbow to push the left knee away from you. Try and keep the hips and shoulders grounded into the floor. One more big breath in. And big breath out. Keep the grip on the right leg. See if, without using the hands, maybe, you can unravel the left leg and bring it back into Vinyasa. You might have to make some awkward movements, shimmy it, wiggle it back in. Then keep the grip on the right leg as you rock your way back up to seated. Plant the sole of the right foot on the floor, lift the chest high. Bring the hands underneath the sole of the right foot. Kick the foot into the hands, hero pose. Heron pose, missed off a letter there. So I guess I was half right because it's half hero, half heron, bit of both. Really kick the foot into the hands, draw the shoulder blades back. Keep the grip with the left hand Open the right arm behind you, find a twist, breathe in, breathe out. Use the left hand to deliver the right foot towards the left hip for a half lotus, half hero. Then keep twisting to the right hand side. Left hand onto right knee, right fingertips behind. Maybe the right hand reaches behind the back for the right big toe. Find the bind. Lift the chest with your inhale. Spin into the twist with your exhale. Keep the legs as they are, but unwind from the twist. Plant the left hand behind the left hip. Reach the right arm forward. Then 3 times. Inhale, lift the hips up, push them forward. Exhale, sit back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring the fingertips to frame the knees, then roll onto the knees, lift the hips up. You can bring that right foot a little bit higher up if it started to slip down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, left hand onto left heel. Reach the right arm up and over for a half camel with the half lotus. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Now let the right foot carry on sliding down the left thigh so the right foot comes to the floor. Then sit yourself down with your legs in this 90-90 shape. So the right shin is parallel to the front of the mat, left shin parallel to the left side of the mat. Fingertips to either side of the right leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, ripple down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Plant the hands behind the hips. Then windshield wipe the legs from side to side. Tapping the knees one way, then the other way. Bring it back forward. Right shin parallel to the front of the mat. Hands to the heart. Roll the sole of the right foot onto the floor. Then see if you can swing the left leg around in front of you. Lift the hips off the floor for a pistol squat. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, sit yourself down. Going to be throwing a lot of pistol squats at you in this practice, so get excited about that, or maybe get scared about that. Keep the left leg extended. Swing the right foot into half hero, Virasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold down over the leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. 2 more like that. Fill the lungs, roll up. Empty the lungs, roll down. Last time, lift and lower. This time, lift up, slide the hands back, plant the left foot on the floor, hands interlace around the shin, pull the shoulder blades together, lift the chest up, lift the left foot off the floor, start to slide your way down onto your back. Keep the right knee grounded into the floor, pull the left leg in towards you. Again, circles through the left ankle are welcome. Keep the grip on the left knee, unravel the right leg, cross the ankle over the left knee. Shoulders and hips are grounded here as you pull the left leg in, push the right leg away. Send some big deep breaths into the hips. Release any tension from the upper body. Then maybe without using the hands, you can unravel the right leg and deliver the right foot back into your half hero. Bit of an awkward one. There we go. And grip around the left leg as you rock your way up to seated. Plant the sole of the left foot on the floor. Maybe have a little wiggle so you can feel the sit bones grounding. Lift the left foot, hands underneath the sole of the foot. Kick the foot into the hands, half hero, half heron. Notice here if your shoulders are rounding like this. See if you can draw them away from the ears. Find some space. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Right hand stays holding, left arm opens out behind, find the twist. Arms parallel to the floor. Then use the right hand to deliver the left foot into a half lotus. Keep twisting to the left hand side. Right hand meets the left knee. Left arm carries on, wrapping behind the back to meet the left foot. Maybe you find the bind. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale and exhale. Unravel the upper body, right hand behind the right hip, left arm forward 3 times. Inhale, hips up, left arm reaches back. Exhale, tap the hips down. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Sit yourself down. Fingertips frame the legs. Rock your way up onto the knees. Lift the hips up. Lower the right hand to the right heel, reach the left arm up and over, push the hips forward, push the heart up, breathe in, breathe out. Now let the left foot carry on sliding down towards the floor. Sit the hips down in your 90-90 shape, reconfigure if you need to. Fingertips frame the left leg, inhale here, exhale, ripple down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift, hands behind the hips. Windshield wipe your legs from side to side. It's a rainy day today, so quite an appropriate movement for me. Next time you come back to the front, stay there. Roll the sole of the left foot to the floor. Bring the hands to the heart. Swing the right leg in front of you. Ground through the left foot. Lift the hips. Pistol squat for a big breath in. And big breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Soften the hips to the floor. Plant both feet in line with one another. Really squeeze the thighs in towards the chest. Reach the arms forwards, then see if you can keep the knees squeezing together as you shift onto the feet and lift the hips. Then drop the knees to the floor, untuck the toes, sit down. So similar to Vinyasa, but this time we've got the heels underneath the hips rather than to the sides. Bring the hands into fists, or if you've got blocks, this is where they can come in useful. Place the fists on the floor. See if you can lift the hips, lift the feet, swing the legs through into a malasana. Bring the hands to the heart. That was fun. Plant the hands behind the hips, once again in fists. Then see if you can swing back into Virasana. Let's do that a few more times. Lift the knees, lift the feet, swing through, malasana. Tap the hands at the heart, fists back behind the hips, swing back through into Virasana. Let's do that one more time. Swing through, take it back. This time we'll swing through and hold our malasana. Elbows press into the knees, hands to heart center, lift the chest. Let's pause here for a few breaths. One of my favourite shapes here, so always nice to linger here. Feel what you're feeling, find your breath, find the sensations in the body. Use your next breath in to reach both arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Keep the arms reaching up. See if you can keep the left foot on the floor as you lift the right heel and tap the right knee off the mat over to the right hand side. Bring it back through center, take it over to the other side, back through center to the right, back through center to the left. Let's do one more each way. Back through center. Keep the legs in the same configuration, keep the arms in the same configuration, but press all the way up to standing. Lower all the way back to malasana. 2 more like that. Make sure the knees don't cave in. lower back down. Last time up and down. Then last time up, and we stay up. Turn the toes to point forward. Feet are hip width apart, arms reach up. Breathe in. Hands to heart center. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look down at your feet, lift all 10 toes, spread the toes, then drop them down one by one. Establish that nice stable foundation. Keep grounding through the right foot. Squeeze the left heel in towards the left glute. Squeeze it in as close as you can. Then reach both hands around to interlace around the top of the left foot, the left ankle. Pull the heel in, keep the knees in line with one another. Breathe in here. Then as you breathe out, bend into the right knee. See if you can tap the left knee to the back of the right calf. Then lift back up, tall spine. 2 more like that. Bend. Maybe you can even tap the ankle. Come all the way back up. 1 more time. Lower. Tap. How low can you go? Pause. Hold. Breathe. Keep the hold of the foot. Straighten the right leg. Start to hinge the upper body forward so that you're in a warrior 3 with the bound foot. Keep pulling the heel in towards the glute. Reach the crown of the head forward, draw the shoulder blades back. Keep squeezing the heel in. Open the arms out wide into a capital T shape. Take a big step back with the left toes, but see if you can just drop the left big toe to the floor. Reach the arms forward for a tiptoe power lunge. Then drop all the toes to the floor, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Tap the left knee down, lift the left knee, reach forward once again, come onto the left tiptoe. Left toes down, arms up, crescent. Tap the left knee down. 1 more like that. Lift the left knee, reach forward, come onto the left tiptoe. Drop the toes down, lift the arms up, tap the left knee down just an inch above the floor. Pause there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently soften left knee down to the floor. Sink down into your lunge. Bring the hands to frame the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. 1 more time moving. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, take it back and pause there. Really melt the chest down over the leg. You might even see if you can lower the forearms down onto the floor here. If the forearms are down, lift them up. Everyone come onto fingertips, framing the right foot. Then 5 times, lift the heel, lower, lift, lower for 3, 2, and 1. Keep the heel lifted, tuck under the left toes, lift the left knee to hover. Stay on the fingertips, sweep the right leg back into a 3-legged dog on the fingertips. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Drop the palms down onto the floor. Bend the right knee, open the hip. Then let the foot travel down into a wild thing. Push the hips up, reach the right arm up and over. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come onto just the right big toe here. Then see if you can roll the top of the right foot onto the floor. Then bend into the left knee so that you can tap the right knee to the floor as well. So the right shin is on the floor. Inhale, straighten the left knee, come back onto the right tiptoes. Exhale, bend the left knee, drop the right shin down. 1 more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. This time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the right hand to the floor. Squeeze the right knee to the nose. Step the right foot through and spin round into a Skandasana. Bend the right knee, straighten the left knee. Breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale and exhale. Open the arms out wide into a capital T shape. Travel to Skandasana on the left leg at the back of the mat. See how low you can stay down. Travel back to Skandasana at the top of the mat. Plant the left hand down. Lift the right arm up, then carry on traveling back into your wild thing. Inhale here. Then as you exhale, without putting the right hand down, see if you can step the right foot all the way back into your Skandasana. Arms back into a capital T. Skandasana at the back of the mat. Keep the arms in this capital T shape. The next place we meet is in a half moon at the top of the mat. So launch forward onto the right foot. Lift the left leg, keep the arms wide. Right hand stays hovering a few inches above the floor. Start to bend the left knee, squeeze the heel into the glute. Reach both hands around to grab hold of the foot. Pull the foot in, but keep the chest rotated towards the left side of your space. Now keep both hands on the foot, but turn the torso to face towards the floor. So back in that bound warrior 3 that we visited earlier. Keep the right hand on the left foot. Open the left arm straight out to the side in a capital T. Now start to swing the left knee behind the right knee. Then maybe kick the left foot into the right hand and straighten the left leg into a dragon squat. Lower the hips to hover above the floor. Maybe bring the left hand down for support if you need to. Then draw the left heel back into the left glute. Come all the way up to standing. Reach the left arm all the way up towards the sky. Bring the left hand back onto the left foot. One last moment here, squeeze the heel in, draw the shoulders back. Release the grip on the foot, drop it to meet the right. My right calf is on fire. Give the legs a little shimmy, a little shake, a little wobble, because we've got to get ready to do all that on the second side. So once again, lift the toes, spread them, ground them into the floor. At least the right leg gets a little bit of a break. So stand onto the left foot without using the hands at first. How close into the glute can you squeeze the right heel? Then reach the hands around to interlace around the foot. Draw the foot in. Keep the knees in line with one another for now. Then 3 times, deep bend into the left knee. See if you can tap the right knee to the left calf or the left ankle. Then straighten the leg, lift the chest all the way up. 2 more like that. Bend, tap, come all the way back up. Last one, and we hold it when we get to our deepest point. Can you slide the knee down a teeny tiny little bit lower? Keep the hold on the foot. Straighten the left leg, torso parallel to the floor for this kind of warrior 3, kind of totally made up shape. Keep the heel squeezing in, but release the grip, arms into a capital T shape. Reach the arms forward as you drop just the right big toe to the back of the mat, power lunge. Then drop the right toes down, lift the arms up, high crescent lunge, tap the right knee to the floor. Lift the knee, reach the arms forward, come onto the right big toe, drop the ball of the foot down, arms up, knee taps. One more time, lift the knee, come onto the tiptoe, reach forward, drop the toes, arms up, knee comes down to hover, pause, hold, breathe. For a teeny tiny little bit longer. Then nice and gently, right knee softens to the floor, sink into the hips, reach the arms up, Lower the hands down to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. 2 more like that. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, wave it back. Last time, breathe in forwards. Breathe out, take it back, pause there. Maybe the forearms lower down towards the floor. Lift the chest, lift the elbows, fingertips frame the left leg 5 times. Lift, lower, lift, lower for 3, 2, last time lift and hold, keep it lifted. Tuck under right toes, lift right knee, stay on the fingertips, swing the left leg through for a fingertip downward facing dog. 3-legged dog with the left leg high. Drop the palms of the hands down. Maybe walk the hands a bit further forward if you need to. Before you open the hip, point the left knee up high. Then flip your way into your wild thing. Push the hips up, reach the heart high. Come onto the left big toe. Then roll onto the top of the left foot. Bend the right knee so that you can drop the left shin to the floor. Then lift back up. 2 more like that. Lower, lift, last time. Lower, lift back up. Left hand down, left knee to nose, left foot steps through, spin into Skandasana on the left leg, bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. Pause for a few breaths. Maybe use the left elbow, the left shoulder to help push that left knee even further open. Arms into a capital T. Travel to Skandasana at the back of the mat. Back to Skandasana at the top of the mat. Right hand down, left foot kicks back into your wild thing. Inhale here. Exhale without using the left hand this time. See if you can step the left foot all the way back into your Skandasana, pivot back round, arms in a capital T. Skandasana to the back of the mat, half moon to the top of the mat. Lift the right leg off the floor, keep the left hand hovering. Find length through both sides of the waist. Flex the right toes back towards your face. Bend the right knee, draw the heel in. Reach both hands around to interlace around the top of the right foot. Squeeze the heel in, keep the chest spinning towards the right hand side of the room. I am falling everywhere, and that's fine because it's all part of the fun. Keep the grip on the foot. Keep the grip on the foot, spin the shoulders to face the floor for this bound warrior 3. This side is clearly my more challenging side for balancing. Left hand keeps hold of the foot, right arm opens out to the right hand side in a capital T. Then see if you can bring the right knee behind the left knee before straightening the right knee, kicking the leg out to the left hand side. Maybe the right hand comes to the floor for support. Definitely my more challenging side for a dragon squat. Unravel, come back up, squeeze the right heel in, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, ending this little sequence where we began. Bring the right hand to meet the left, one last breath, pulling the heel in. Release the grip on the foot, give the legs a shake, give the arms a shake. Re-find your foundations. Press the palms at the heart, pause for a few deep breaths. On your next breath in, reach both arms all the way up, come onto your tiptoes. Slowly, 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 like I press the slow motion button, bend into the knees. Come to sit down on the heels, toe balance, drop the knees to the floor, untuck the toes, sit down on the heels, plant the hands either side of the knees. Once again, this is where blocks might come in useful. 10 times, keep squeezing the knees together, lift the knees off the floor, come onto the tiptoes, squeeze the knees to the nose, drop the knees back down. Keep it going, 9 more. Halfway. How high onto the tiptoes can you lift? This is 2. When we do the last one, lift and hold. Lift the right toes off the floor, squeeze the heel into the glute, drop them back down, lift left toes, drop them back down. Right lifts, back down, left lifts, back down, drop the knees to the floor. I was going to do 3 on each side then, but changed my mind, couldn't hack it. Tuck under the toes. Once again, arms overhead, lift the knees into your toe balance, press up to standing, drop the heels down, Tadasana. Take a footstep forward if you need to, so that you're back at the top of the mat. Press the palms in front of the chest, ground through the right foot, squeeze left heel in, hands around the foot, taking the same sequence but building upon it. Pause here, keep the hands on the foot, see how far out to the side you can open the left knee. Bring it back to meet the right, open it out, tap it in, open it out. Let's do 2 more. Bring it back in, then once again, Jiva squat with the bind. Lower, how low can you go? Lift. Lower, find a tall spine in between. Last time, lower and pause. How deep can you bend the right knee? Keep the grip on the foot, straighten the right leg. Warrior 3 with the bind. Extend the head forward, bring the torso parallel to the earth. Open the arms wide, keep the heels squeezing in. Drop the left big toe, just the left big toe to the back of the mat. Reach the arms forward. Come onto the ball of the left foot, reach the arms up, tap the left knee down. This time, lift up, reach forward, come onto the left tiptoe. Then launch back onto the right foot, squeeze the left heel back into the glute, catch the foot with the hands. 2 more through that sequence. Arms forward, left big toe drops back. High crescent lunge, tap the left knee down. Lift the knee, reach forward, left big toe. Warrior 3, catch the foot with the hands. Last time, power lunge on the tiptoe. High crescent lunge. Tap the knee, lift the knee, power lunge, heel in, warrior 3. Power lunge, crescent lunge, drop the knee to hover, hold, breathe. Feel the burn wherever you're feeling it, or maybe you're not feeling any burn at all, but I definitely am. Lower the left knee to the floor, nice and gently, sink down into the hips, breathe in. Hands to the earth, half split, breathe out. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Last time, breathe in, bring it forward. Breathe out, take it back, maybe the elbows lower to the floor, breathe in. Breathe out. This time, lift up halfway. Come onto the fingertips, tuck under the left toes if they're not already. Carry on sliding towards the back of the mat, so slide the right heel back, lift the left knee, lift the right heel, bring the sole of the left foot to the floor for a pistol squat at the back of the mat. Now drop the right heel down, drop the left knee down as you bend into the right knee, Lift the right heel. See if you can tap the right knee to the floor, all while you keep reaching the arms straight in front. Then reverse that. Lift the right knee. Drop the right heel, taking it slow. Lift the left knee. Drop the left heel. Lift the right heel. Lots of left and right. Right heel down. Left knee down. Right heel lifts. Right knee drops. Right knee lifts, right heel drops, left knee lifts, right heel lifts. Let's do one more. Right heel down, left knee down, right heel lifts, right knee drops. Take it all the way back into that pistol squat. Lift the right foot from the floor. This time we travel to the top of the mat and then pause. So left knee down, right knee to the floor. This time plant the hands either side of the right knee. Lift the left knee from the floor. Squeeze the right knee in towards the nose. Pause. Round through the upper back. See if you can tap the right knee to the forehead. Then flip it all the way over into wild thing, but keep the right toes lifted. So it's a hovering wild thing. Right big toe lifted off the floor. Drop the right big toe down, bring the top of the foot, then the shin to the floor, lift back up. 2 more like that, lower, lift, lower, and lift. Keep the right hand lifted. Big step with the right foot into Skandasana at the top of the mat. Capital T with the arms, Skandasana back of the mat. Back to wild thing one more time. So Skandasana top of the mat, left hand down, flip into your floating wild thing. Keep the right foot lifted. Step it back forward into Skandasana. Maybe graceful, maybe not, arms wide. Back of the mat, half moon to the top of the mat. See if you can keep the right hand lifted. Bend the left knee, grab hold of the left foot with both hands. Keep the chest spinning to the left side of the room for now. Square the shoulders towards the earth. Keep the right hand on the foot. Pause, listen for the change. Left hand lowers down to hover. Spin the right shoulder to stack above the left shoulder for a bound, twisted half moon. Square the shoulders back towards the earth. Left arm straight out to the side. Kick the left leg behind the right leg. Dragon squat. This time sit yourself all the way down. Release the grip on the foot. Keep the twist to the right hand side, but hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Use this opportunity to catch up with your breath in case you lost that connection. Spin back through center, then over to the left. Plant the left hand behind the left hip. Reach the right arm forward. 3 times. Inhale, lift the hips up, reach the right arm back. Exhale, tap the hips down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift and hold. Come onto the outside edge of the left foot if you haven't done so already. Lift the right foot off the floor so the right ankle is crossed over the top of the left knee for a figure 4 side plank. Keep the legs in the same configuration, but lower the right hand onto the floor. Come onto the left tiptoes for a figure 4 plank. Now we're facing the back of the mat. Walk the hands to meet the feet. So you're in a forward fold at the top of the mat, but facing the back of the mat with the legs in this figure 4 shape. Start to hook the sole of the right foot in the crook of the left elbow. Hook the right knee in the right elbow and then bring the fingers to interlace. See if you can come up to standing and bring the right leg with you. Take it slow. Find your balance, find your focus. Can you lift the spine nice and tall when you get to the top? Now find that in reverse. Deliver the right ankle back onto the left knee into this figure 4 shape. Release the clasp of the hands, bring the hands to the heart. Start to bend into the left knee, lower the left hip towards the left heel for a figure 4 toe balance. Reach both arms all the way up to the ceiling. Oop, kick the right leg straight out in front of you for a tiptoe pistol squat. Bring right toes to meet the left toes, toe balance. Bring the hands to the floor. See if you can slide the hands forwards into a plank facing the back of the mat. Work through a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, facing the back of the mat. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. It's taken us this long to land in our first downward dog, so take a moment to enjoy it. Take a few breaths. Maybe explore movement, or maybe find stillness. Find whatever's calling to you. As you breathe in, three-legged dog, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, squeeze the right knee into the chest. Step the foot through between the hands. Then step onto the right foot, standing split. Sweep the left leg high. Then option to stay here, or the opportunity to play around with maybe a few kicks up to handstand, any arm balances that you enjoy, or just linger in your half split. So a little bit of play time. Anything you're working on that you want to have a go, now is your chance. If you're in a handstand, drop the right foot down. Then everyone drop the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold, Uttanasana at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, melt down. Last one. Big breath in. Big breath out. This time, inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, come up onto the tiptoes. Super duper slow. Lower the hips down towards the heels, toe balance. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, sit down. Place the hands on the floor. Once again, 10 times working through Lolasana, hip lifts, squeezing the knees as high as you can, coming onto the tops of the feet, the tiptoes, so as you're ready for 10. This is 4. Last one, hold it at the top. Squeeze the right heel into the glute, right foot down. Left heel in, left foot down. One more each way. Drop the feet, drop the knees, drop the hips. That is so savage. That burn in the legs, oh my gosh. Reach the arms all the way up. Lift the hips, place them on the heels, tuck under the toes. Lift the knees, press your way back up to standing. So Last time, last side for that sequence. Working our way back towards the front of the mat. You can do it. Linger here for just one final moment in your Tadasana. Catch up with your breath. As you're ready, right heel into the glute. Hands interlace around the foot. Now you know where we're going. Open the right knee out to the side. Back in, 4 more. Last time, then squeeze the knee back to meet the left knee. Then lower into your Jiva squat. Tap the knee as far as you can down the left leg. Lift all the way back up. Lower all the way down. Lift. Last time, lower, pause and hold. Straighten the left leg, keep the grip on the foot, warrior 3. Keep the knee bent, open the arms into a capital T shape. Drop the right big toe to the back of the mat, reach the fingertips forward. Onto the right toes, crescent lunge. Tap the right knee down, lift the right knee, reach forward, come onto right big toe. Step onto the left leg. Catch the right foot with both hands. Arms forward, right big toe back. Crescent lunge, tap the knee, lift the knee, power lunge. Warrior 3, grab the foot. Last time, step back, reach forward. Crescent lunge, drop the knee down to hover. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2.5. 2, 1.1, 1, 0. Gently drop the knee to the floor. Inhale, hips low, arms high. Exhale, hands down, hips back, half split. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, take it back. Last time, breathe in, Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathe out, half split, pause. Maybe the elbows come to the earth. Lift the elbows, lift the chest. Let the left heel carry on sliding back as you lift the right knee, drop the right heel, pistol squat. Drop the left heel, drop the right knee, lift the left heel, drop the left knee, lift the left knee, drop the left heel, lift the right knee, lift the left heel. Keep it going. Left heel down, right knee, left heel lifts, left knee drops. Take it back into your half split. Take it forward into your lunge and we'll hold. Can you lower the left knee to the floor? Plant the hands on the floor, squeeze the left knee into the chest, lift the right knee if it's not already. Maybe you can even tap the left knee to the forehead. Flip your way over into Wild Thing, but keep the left toes hovering an inch above the floor. Then drop the toes down, bring the top of the foot to the floor, bend the right knee so that you can lower the left shin. And lift. 2 more. Last time. This time with the left hand still lifted, can you step the left foot into Skandasana, open the arms into a T, travel to Skandasana on the right leg, back to Skandasana on the left leg, right hand down, flip back into your floating Wild Thing. Breathe in, breathe out. Big step with the left foot, Skandasana. Open the arms wide, Skandasana to the top of the mat for the last time. Then half moon to the back of the mat. Step onto the left foot, lift the right leg to hover. Maybe the left hand stays hovering above the floor. Bend the right knee. Catch the foot with the hands. Keep opening the chest towards the side. Then square the chest and the shoulders towards the earth. Look down at your left big toe for the bound warrior 3. Left hand keeps hold of the foot. Right arm lowers to hover. Stack the left shoulder above the right shoulder. Spin the chest to the left. Spin back to face the floor. Kick the right knee behind the left knee. Dragon squat, maybe without using the hand. Then sit yourself down on the floor. Keep twisting the upper body to the left hand side. Wrap the right arm around the left knee. Maybe give it a little hug, maybe hook the elbow. Little opportunity here to re-catch up with your breath. Unravel from the twist, right hand behind right hip, left arm reaches forward, then 3 times. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, tap them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last time, lift up, then pause. Come onto the outside edge of the right foot if you're not already. Lift the left foot off the floor, figure 4 side plank. Bring the left hand down, spin onto the right tiptoes, figure 4 plank. Walk the hands to meet the feet, fold with the figure 4 at the back of the mat. Bring the left foot into the right elbow, the left knee into the left elbow, hands come to interlace. Come up to stand, bring the knee up with you. Then slowly lower back down, deliver the left ankle back to the right knee. Release the hands, bring them to the heart. Start to bend into the right knee, lift the right heel for a toe balance. Uncross the left leg, extend it forward for a tiptoe pistol squat. Drop the left toes next to the right toes, toe balance. Then see if you can slide the hands forward into a high plank. Work through a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep the left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose, step the foot through, step onto the left leg, sweep the right leg high, standing split. And again, you have the opportunity here for a few kicks up to handstand if you fancy it. If you gave it a try on the other side, then I would encourage you to give it a try on this side so that you're nice and balanced and even if one side is maybe more difficult than the other. Lower the left foot down, sweep the right leg high, drop the right foot next to the left, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, breathe in, flat back. Breathe out, fold. Plant the hands, step back into a plank. Then lower all the way down onto the belly. Pause here, untuck the toes, stack one hand on top of the other, make a little pillow to rest the forehead on and pause there for a few breaths. Maybe give the hips a little wiggle, windshield wipe the legs. Lift the head away from the hands, bend the right knee, squeeze the heel into the glute, reach both hands around to grab hold of the foot, interlace the fingers. Then as you breathe in, lift everything up off the mat, lift the shoulders, lift the legs, the chest, point the left toes, breathe in. Breathe out, tap everything back down. 2 more like that, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, lift and hold. Release the grip on the right leg. Keep the left leg lifted. Drop the right toes to the floor. Plant the hands under the shoulders. Press up into a 3-legged plank. Wave it back into a 3-legged dog. Squeeze the left knee into the chest. Drop the shin to the floor. Pigeon pose. Fingertips frame the left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, ripple down. Inhale, wave up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Breathe in, bring it up. Breathe out, take it down. Pause there for a few deep breaths. So meet the shape. Seek the sensations. Connect to your breath. Start to draw yourself back up as you draw your next breath in. I really could have stayed in pigeon all day. Bring the hands to the heart, roll onto the edge of the left hip as you swing the right leg around in front, keep it lifted. Then swing it back behind you, see if you can keep it hovering. Swing it forward, take it back. Last time forwards, then deliver, maybe without using the hands, the right foot into a half lotus. Maybe wiggle the right foot into the left hip. You can use the hand to help, of course, if you need. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Breathe out, twist to the right. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Even if you've got full lotus, stay in half lotus just because of what's coming up next. Or if you're in full lotus, you would definitely get a little bit stuck. Unwind back to face forward, plant the hands either side of the hips, then lift the hips up, kick the left leg straight out in front, pause, hover with everything lifted, drop everything down, half lotus fold, breathe in, arms up, breathe out, fold down. Starting to slow things down with just a few little extra snippets of heat built in here and there, just to keep things interesting. I know for me, if a class starts to really slow down, I can find it a bit hard to stay engaged and stay focused. So slowness with just a sprinkling of spice here and there. Wind your way back up with your next inhale. Plant the hands behind the hips. Ground down through the left heel. Keep the legs in this half lotus shape. Then inhale, lift the hips, reverse plank. Exhale, tap the hips down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift and hold. Unravel the right leg, squeeze the knee into the chest. Drop the right foot to the floor, keep the right knee bent, then see if you can lift the left heel off the floor, then launch off the hands into a pistol squat, maybe the last one on this side. Swing the left leg up and behind you, standing split, breathe in, breathe out, drop the left foot back to the floor. Inhale, just one halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to plank, lower all the way onto the belly. Let's work through some cobra ripples. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, wave it up. Exhale, melt it down. Last time, up and down. Plant the hands underneath the face. Rest the forehead down for a few breaths. Lift the head away from the hands, bend the left knee, squeeze the heel in. Hands come to interlace around the left foot, ankle, wherever they reach. Then 3 times, inhale, lift everything off the floor. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, lift and hold. Kick the foot into the hands, lift a little bit higher. Keep the right leg lifted, release the grip on the left foot, drop the left toes to the floor, hands under the shoulders, press up, 3-legged plank, 3-legged dog, knee to nose, pigeon, soften everything to the floor. Fingertips frame the right leg, inhale, lift the chest, exhale, lower, inhale, up, exhale, down. Last time, wave it up. Soften your way down. Pause. Find the shape that feels comfortable in your pigeon. Make any little adjustments so that you can find stillness for a few deep breaths. Draw a big breath into the belly, the ribs, the chest as you draw yourself back up, hands to heart. Shift the weight into the right hip so that you can swing the left leg round in front to hover. Swing it back, keep it lifted, forward, backward. Last time forward, then maybe without using the hands, you can deliver the left foot into a half lotus, left hip to right thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand meets left knee. Maybe the left hand finds the bind, wrapping behind the back to clasp around the left big toe. Unravel from the twist, plant the hands beside the hips, lift the hips off the floor, lift everything up, keep everything lifted, straighten the right leg, and then drop everything down. Inhale, arms up, exhale, fold over the right leg, keep the right leg active, flex the toes up towards the ceiling. Draw yourself up and out of it. Keep the legs in the same configuration. Plant the hands behind you 3 times. Inhale, reverse plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Last time, lift up and hold. Unravel the left knee, squeeze it into the chest. Keep the left knee bent, but drop the foot to the floor. Lift the right foot. Press your way forward into the last pistol squat of the class. Hands down, right leg swings high, standing split. Drop the right toes down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Lift the heels. Keep the heels lifted, slow motion, lower down into your toe balance. Drop the hips to the floor, squeeze the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the legs, drop the forehead to the knees, take a few breaths here. Release the grip around the legs. Extend the arms straight out in front of you. Find a nice tall spine. Hands to heart center. Tap the fingertips over to the right hand side. Bring it back through center. Tap them to the left. Bring it back. Tap the right elbow down. Back through center. Tap the left elbow down. Back through center. See if you can tap the right shoulder blade, just the right shoulder blade, to the floor. Lift up. Left shoulder blade, lift up, and then lower all the way down onto the back. Squeeze the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the shins, have a little wiggle from side to side. Maybe take a few deep releasing breaths. Feeling the legs push away from you as you fill the belly with breath. Then they soften back in towards you as you release all of the breath. Drop the right foot to the floor, cross the left ankle over the right knee, then hug the right shin in, push the left leg away. Pause here, revisiting a shape that we experienced at the start of the practice, maybe noticing if it feels any different. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. No right or wrong answer. Just a moment of observation, integration, appreciation. Release from that side, just simple switch to the other side, right ankle over left knee, thread the arms through, pull left leg in, push right leg away, find your breath, find the sensations. Unravel. One last time, gather both knees into the chest, squeeze them in. Then release the feet to the floor. Either keep the feet on the floor and let the knees drop in towards one another, or maybe let the knees drop out wide into a Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe extend the legs long into the classic Shavasana shape, and of course, on your way into your final rest, please take any other movements that are calling to you. Pop me on pause if you wish. Any final stretches, things you've been working on, anything that you were wishing that I'd included in this practice, now is your time to take it so that you can finish this class feeling like you got exactly what you wanted from it. When you are ready for rest, let yourself surrender into stillness. We've moved our bodies and we've brought about physical changes, and now it's time to find stillness, and maybe we unlock some mental changes. Maybe you can settle the mind just a little bit. It doesn't have to be still, doesn't have to be silent. You just might notice that there's maybe not, but maybe just a little bit more peace than you came into this practice with. Release any tension that you don't need. Surrender that which is no longer serving you. Let the body be completely soft, relaxed, heavy. Let the breath be completely relaxed, following its own pace, its own rhythm. A few minutes to just be present with whatever's going on for you right now, connecting to your internal landscape. Wherever your mind has drifted away to, start to guide your awareness back to the present moment. Reconnect to your breath by taking a big inhale. Maybe sigh out as you exhale. Reconnect to your body by inviting in movement. Doesn't have to look a certain way. It's more important that it feels a certain way. Let the movement feel good. Starting off small and slow and gentle maybe, and then letting that movement expand, dissipate, ripple throughout the body as you make your way back up to your seated position. Closing our practice here together. Take your time to find your seat. A moment here of gratitude for your body, for the things that it is capable of. Grateful for yourself for showing up to this practice, for taking on these challenges. Grateful for the fact that you had the time and the space to do this class. Grateful for the air you were breathing, the blood moving through your body. Grateful for all the teachers that came before me and passed on their knowledge so that we could be here today. Anything else from your day, your life, your week that you want to reflect on, that you feel grateful for, take that moment now. For the rest of your day, I hope that you think peaceful thoughts, I hope you speak peaceful words, and I hope you feel peace in your heart. Thank you all so much for choosing to share your practice with me. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would be really grateful if you could take a second to leave a comment letting me know what you thought. Give it a big thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed it, and subscribe so that you never miss a class from me. And then hopefully I will see you on your mat again very soon. Sending you lots of love and wishes for a fab day. Bye bye.